This video will focus on dense, irregular connective tissue. So here we see a section of tissue that is the skin. So on the top of your view here, we see the epidermis of your skin. There'll be a completely different video when we get to the integumentary system to discuss the structures of the skin. But deep to this epidermis is a huge layer of tissue called the dermis. The dermis consists of dense, irregular connective tissue. What we see in dense, irregular connective tissue is that it looks almost like a patchwork quilt, where we have collagen fibers that are running every which way, perpendicular, parallel, in all different directions. This is very different from dense, regular connective tissue. There's a separate video for dense, regular connective tissue, and dense, regular connective tissue has a function of withstanding pulling forces from the two ends. Dense, irregular connective tissue, because all of these fibers are collagen, gives this tissue the ability to withstand pulling forces and tugging from all different directions. Let's go to the 40x objective so that we can look at this in even more detail. Here we have beautiful collagen fibers that are running top to bottom on our screen. Then we have ones that are running kind of on a diagonal. Then we have a patch that's running left to right. Interspersed throughout this tissue are these cells, and we can see the nuclei spread all throughout our cells, or all throughout our tissue, and these cells are called fibroblasts. The job of the fibroblast is to maintain this tissue. So this is dense, irregular connective tissue, and it is part of the dermis in your skin. The pink fibers that we see here are called collagen, and they're really strong. They can withstand a lot of pulling forces. And the irregular arrangement of these fibers throughout this tissue, much like a patchwork quilt, allow this tissue to withstand pulling forces from lots of different directions. If we look at the histologyguide.org for dense, irregular connective tissue, again, we're looking at skin, and here we have the epidermis, here we have the dermis, and if we look at this at a higher level of magnification, let's see if we can go to the 40x, we can see these collagen fibers running in all different directions. So this is dense, irregular connective tissue.